Senator Joe Manchin is intentionally sabotaging President Biden's agenda after Manchin said he wouldn't support Democrats' climate change legislation. Take a listen to this.
Finally, a list of states that are actually sending out stimulus checks to their residents and how much they'll actually be getting. I've got that at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. And also, Bernie Sanders says Joe Manchin is trying to sabotage President Joe Biden. Do you really believe that's what's happening? Guys, stay tuned because you don't want to miss.
We were going to, in fact, make them pay the price and make them, in fact, the pariah that they are.
But after promising during the 2020 presidential campaign to make Saudi Arabia a pariah for the murder of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi, the president traded tough talk for fist bumps.
Biden is under fire for that moment when he greeted the crown prince, who is accused of being behind the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi.
This fist bumping, Washington Post publisher Fred Ryan called it, quote, worse than a handshake and, quote, shameful.
Views of the fist bump, Mr. President. Why don't you guys talk about something matters? I'll have to ask the question matters.
Hey, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another show. I hope that you're having a very great day today. We talk about politics, stimulus, Social Security, things that are happening in this country that you need to know about. We're also doing a ton of giveaways. We got a $250 giveaway for 2 lucky subscribers. The information is down below. We're also doing a $100 Visa gift card giveaway for 1 lucky subscriber. All you have to do is smash that like button and comment the word Visa gift card for your chance to win. We'll be doing that this weekend. Guys, stay tuned because we have so much important information in this video that you don't want to miss. So Bernie Sanders says Joe Manchin is the bad guy. He's trying to ruin President Biden's campaign, trying to ruin what the Democrats have been trying to do for a long time. And yet many people just disagree with Bernie Sanders and many people agree. So I agree with Joe Manchin when he said inflation is more important than the climate and we need to get more focus on healthcare and lowering prescription drugs and lowering the cost of healthcare rather than worrying about the climate right now. Once we get that fixed, then we can worry about the climate. I totally agree. Let us know what you think because a lot of people depend on that health care. A lot of people have to pay a lot out of pocket just to pay for prescription drugs and just to get seen, get a checkup. And it shouldn't be like that. But check this video out just to see what Bernie Sanders is talking about. Let's take a watch.
That Senator Joe Manchin is intentionally sabotaging President Biden's agenda after Manchin said he wouldn't support Democrats' climate change legislation. Take a listen to this.
So when Manchin sabotages climate change, this is for future generations. What's going on right now in the West, all over the world, we're looking at significantly increased, more and more heat waves. You're going to look at more drought, more flooding. This is an existential threat to humanity.
Now, Manchin says he wants to see inflation rates go down before adding any measures that could add to the rising costs. He says that he would back a bill that focused solely on health care measures like prescription drug prices. ABC's Kenneth Moten joining me now live for more from here in our nation's capital. So, Kenneth, how are Democrats reacting to the latest rebuke from Joe Manchin now?
Well, Kara, no surprise, they're not happy, especially the progressive wing of the party. You heard Bernie Sanders there. As they see this Joe Manchin effect really unravel and tank the Biden agenda. But many supporters of those climate change initiatives and tax increases on the wealthy will point out this is not only about the Biden agenda. As you just saw in Inez's report there, many Democrats and supporters of those initiatives believe that this is about saving the country, saving the world, that the opposition from Joe Manchin is bad for the country here. Our political watchers also say that Democrats have a choice to make here. Try to put public pressure on Joe Manchin, the conservative from West Virginia, something that hasn't worked in the past, or try to work with him on key health care measures that he's indicated he's for. And the reality, Kira, here is that Democrats, if they want to get through some of those key health care measures like allowing Medicare to negotiate drug prices, they're going to need Joe Manchin.
So what does this mean for the fight against climate change now then?
Well, it means legislatively, the U.S. appears to not be in the fight here because we looked at the numbers here and we know that with the opposition from Republicans and Democrats having that very, very thin majority to get this done, there were a number of things in the Build Back Better, the social spending plan that Joe Biden proposed, and it was at least more than $500 billion to green energy and climate initiatives that won't go toward the fight of climate change.
All right, Ken Moten for us here in D.C. We will follow it. Thank you so much.
Man, Bernie Sanders does not seem happy at all. In fact, many people agree that Joe Manchin is got his head in the right place because people need help. This inflation is literally kicking everybody's butt, and yet they're worried about the climate. Listen, I get we got to take care of our country, but yet people financially cannot survive because of how expensive everything is. So let us know down in the comments below how you feel about this. Now, if you're like many people feel like inflation is just crazy right now and that there's no sign of hope. Let's look at this article to tell you this is kind of the reality of where everyone feels. Stimulus update, no relief on the table even as inflation hits a 40-year high. Picture right here of a lady with a receipt looking at every cost, everything that she's bought, just to make sure everything was added up correctly. If you're like her, you understand that, hey, we've got to budget. It's trying to survive throughout the week. The guy yesterday in the video said, look, man, I'm just trying to make it through this week. I can't worry about next week or the week after that. I got to make sure I make it through this week. And if you know what he's talking about, then let us know down in the comments below, because many times it's the financial side that I believe the Democrats and those in the White House and the Republicans, everybody, because it's everybody not working together, they're missing out on the fact that people are struggling to make it through the week. And so it's something that they definitely need to figure out. But on this channel, I always want to make sure that I keep you guys updated on the states that are actually sending out stimulus checks. And we want to make sure, guys, that everything that we tell you is most up to date. And we have a list right here of the states and how much they're sending out to their residents. Check this out. Which states are still giving out stimulus checks, approved states, stimulus, and rebate check programs? Well, California is up to $1,050, Colorado $400, Delaware $300, Georgia $250, Hawaii $300, Idaho $75, Illinois $50, and Indiana $125. Now, if you don't live in one of those states, don't worry, guys. The money is there. They're just trying to get things moving, and it's taking them a little bit longer than to get something moving. Here's why I say that. Because every state was given billions of dollars in this pandemic that we went through to help their state out and their residents. And so it's just a matter of time before they figure out, hey, how much do we need to give them and when do we need to get things moving? Because if they don't do it soon, then by 2024, all that money they didn't use has to go all the way back to the government, and that's not a good thing. Nobody wants that to happen. But guys, these are the states that are offering stimulus checks right now and how much. So the biggest question is, when are they sending it out? Everybody is trying to get it out by September 1st, guys. The latest one that I've seen, which there's a few states like Idaho and there's Illinois, they're trying to get it done this year. The majority, they're trying to get it done at the end of this month, in August and September. So guys, stay tuned for more information to come. I'm going to keep doing more research, and I will keep you guys updated. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos to come. Don't forget about all the giveaways we're doing on this channel. And until next time, I'm John Muro.